In this week's daily race B at the Redbull ring, we see some good wheel-to-wheel racing, not to mention some dubious overtakes, so stay tuned for all the action. And for this particular race, I thought I'd set myself a little bit of a challenge, start at the back, not set a qualifying time. But I forgot to take into consideration Gran Turismo's ridiculous rolling start procedure. It basically put me about a quarter of a mile behind the leader. But it is what it is. Anyway, we come up to the first right-hander, take it quite successfully. The Porsche there going a little bit wide, and I come up behind this really nice Nissan Super Silhouette. So, get a bit of a drag off him, and I think I'm going past. Only, no, he decides to start ramming. In fact, he rams me quite a lot. And as we take the sharp right-hander at the top of the hill, he decides to have one more go just for good luck. And you know what? By this point I'm thinking, now there's a potential jackass. But despite the blatant ramming, I haven't actually lost too much time. So, stay in the slipstream as we head down the hill into a right-hander. However, just ahead the Porsche goes wide again, only this time puts it in the gravel and spins out. Well, that's another place for me at least. And as we head through the series of S's, the Nissan is driving like a complete prat, swerving, braking, swerving again. I genuinely don't think he knows what he's doing. Anyway, I see a little gap and I go for it. Manage to overtake, but I lose some speed. And then the Nissan comes up and what a surprise, pushes me off the track again. And then I end up on the other side and the Porsche goes past. So I'll lose those places. And at this point we'll skip ahead to lap 3 because for lap 2 all I was doing was playing catch up. By now however, the Porsche had managed to catch me, and as we came up to the first corner I get what I thought was a decent turning, but the Porsche gets a much better run, gets a little bit of a slipstream off me, and he just goes past me. But I have a cunning plan. You see, the Aston Martin's got quite a bit of grunt, so I think I'm going to take him as we reach the tight right-hander. So I throw a cheeky one up the inside, but I overcook it, go too deep, and he just claims a place back again. And fair play to him, he probably saw me coming from a long way off, and he keeps his speed and disappears off into the distance down the hill. And if I would just take a moment now to ask if you guys would hit those like and subscribe buttons, it really does help out the channel and I really would appreciate it. Getting back to the action, and skipping ahead a few corners, you can see there's a nice group of cars in front of me. Well, not in front of me for that long because one goes off and I overtake, another one serving a penalty and I overtake. Obviously there's the skyline, didn't miss going past him, he served that, but I pick up a penalty myself for overtaking during the yellow flags, which I didn't get because they were either serving a penalty or they'd gone off. Anyway, there's no point moaning about it, I got the penalty, it is what it is. But now I also happen to be in amongst a group of cars which are quite obviously happy to fight amongst themselves. And as we come up to the first corner, the Porsche throws an absolute dive bomb up the inside, pushes me out the way and gets a place. Now, despite Dennis's obvious corner cutting, I decide I'm going to try and take him at the next corner at the top of the hill. A little bit of a bump draft, keep the slipstream, and I've got some speed here, so I throw a cheeky one up the inside, and I almost managed to make it stick. But with Gran Turismo's latest update, the mid-engine cars are so overpowered, and he just disappears. Not a lot I can do about that. That's the second time I've been mugged by a Porsche on that corner. And talking of getting mugged, you can see and hear that my old friend in a Nissan is back for another go, and yeah, a couple more collisions. Now I don't know what I've done to upset him, but this guy's got some serious anger issues.
Let the heat flow through you.
And as we go through the S's, he decides to have yet another go, but luckily it didn't affect me that much. Anyway, by the look of it, he's too busy arguing with a Porsche now, which gives me a little bit of a rest. And as we come up to where I take my penalty, this bit really hurts because, okay, the Porsche goes past me, fair enough, but then the Nissan goes past me as well. I mean, what the? All he's cheating and I'm the one serving the penalty. Yeah, gotta love the irony there. And as I'm regaining my composure, we'll fast forward through that little bit until we come to the uphill again. Now, I've got a decent run here and I've got some speed on the Nissan, so I think I'm going to throw a little cheeky one up the inside, and I'll be honest, that was a little bit of a dive bomb, but you know what? I don't care. He deserved it. But as we come to go down the hill, this is brilliant. This is without a doubt some of the most blatant swerving and blocking I've ever seen. And I mean, ever seen. And it kind of puts me off. I miss my braking point and I end up putting myself in the gravel. Now, I remember at this point I had seriously got the hump. I mean, I was seriously mugged off. So, what do? I drive angry. I've got cold tyres and then I go and put myself off the track. Now, I can't blame anybody else for that one. That was my fault. The red mist came down and I was driving like a muppet. And at this point, the only thing left to do was just bring it home and wait for the finish line, because this had definitely not been a good race. For more great videos like this one, just follow this link. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.